Yo, we got a hot seat. New media. We gonna start it like that. I see everything y'all putting. They trying to, bro. Old media, y'all can't win. All right, the hot seat is John Branch. He said it was the fifth fight on the card. Laughing my ass off. Stop it, dog. Stop what? Stop reporting the facts. What you want me to stop? You in the hot seat. See, I'm just trying to eat my food. I wasn't even ready to come on, but now we're gonna come on. So what do you want me to stop? You in the hot seat. John Branch. What am I supposed to be stopping? Brook versus Horn or Hogan in September. Strike one. You said stop it, dog. It's the fifth fight. I didn't say two words. All I did was put a title up, which is actual facts, what I'm reporting. You said stop it, dog. What am I stopping? What do I need to stop doing? Reporting the facts? Strike one. I told you, old media is dead. Y'all should have never done this. Y'all should have never got this started. I told y'all didn't want this. So what am I supposed to be stopping? John Branch. Shooters, get ready. No curse. What am I supposed to be stopping? What did I say that was incorrect? Strike two. Let me know what I'm stalking. You said it's not a curse, bro. That's figurative. I don't care about that. You trying to focus on something stupid. They're having a lot of mishaps. That's the whole point of saying the Dazn curse. Just like when teams lose, it's not Drake's doing witchcraft, but that's why people call it the Drake curse or the Mayweather curse. You trying to get around the whole issue. Watch. Watch how we do these motherfuckers. Oh, me, you don't have no room, no breathing room. We ain't leaving y'all no room. Y'all think it's a fucking game, bro. We riding on y'all. We starting this shit with a hot seat. So what don't you enjoy me doing? You said stop it, dog. What am I supposed to be stopping when I'm informing the public on boxing news? You still haven't answered that question. You have one more attempt. Shooters, get ready. I got something. I can't even eat in peace. They don't want me to eat. Okay. Luckily, I just finished. What am I supposed to be stopping? We'll see what the real problem is. Yeah, okay. You don't want me to eat. We're going to start this shit right here. I'm done. Yeah, let me clean up my mess. Oh, so the title was the clickbait. How's it clickbait when that's the actual news that I'm reporting? If he got an L in the hot seat, put your L's up. We're going to take it back to the old school. You saying it's clickbait, but Kell Brook is off the card. How is that clickbait? If he got an L, put your L's up. I told you these old media motherfuckers can't fuck with me. Creme de la creme. El Capitan. How's it clickbait? I'm here to talk about the actual news. Get this man his L. It's okay. You want to interrupt me? I'm still chewing. Your ass getting chewed too. Pause. He said it's clickbait. How's it clickbait? I didn't even say no words about it. How's it clickbait? Shooters. Another one bites the dust. Old media, this ain't the channel for you. Y'all getting rolled on. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. They're so emotional. They can't even stomach to see new media bubble like this. We went from the struggle to the bubble, man. We just bubble up, bro. Double up. I ain't got to. We just run it up, bro. They said I'm clickbaiting, but I'm talking about the actual. These motherfuckers crazy. Listen, since I'm clickbaiting, let's talk about it. Kell Brook was supposed to be on. Yeah, these dudes here. Man, smash the like button. I hope you know, old media. These motherfuckers can't fuck with me. Y'all know that. I hope you seen it. We're going to jump right into it. We ain't doing no roll call, nothing, since I'm clickbaiting. Kell Brook was supposed to be on the Anthony Joshua versus Gerald Miller card, which turns out to be Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz Jr. He was supposed to be on that undercard. The main event got compromised for obvious reasons. Gerald Miller failed a drug test. Kell Brook was supposed to be, he was announced that they were putting him on the card. Now it's no longer the case. So we're going to talk about it. These dudes really think they can fuck with me. That's ain't that a bitch? Hold on. bro. I told you we too you know I'm surgical with this bitch, Jake. Jake, we too surgical for them. Hold on. Motherfucker talking about clickbait. Okay, I got your clickbait. Hold up. We gonna jump right into it just because of you. These dudes is hating that new media is on top like this. They don't even want me to report the facts. They don't want me to. They just want me to just shut up. Just like, shut up, Eagle. God damn. You destroying us. Hold on. I'm going to pull it up for you. Sorry, I didn't mean to. I was actually eating, so I didn't mean to. I wasn't going to just jump on real quick. But I seen, anytime there's fake beef commotion, I'm with the smoke. As you guys can see, shout out to World Boxing News. Kell Brook set to withdraw from Anthony Joshua undercard. June 1st. Shout out to World Boxing News. WorldBoxingNews.net. They're the ones that reported this. There's other people that are reporting it. And just so there's no funny business, before we get back to business, this is the box rec. Kell Brook's box rec. And you see in yellow right here, he was supposed to be fighting against a to-be-announced opponent June 1st, 2019. Madison Square Garden, which that exact date is on the Joshua card. So I just showed you I showed you Kell Brook's box rec. I showed you the information that says he's no longer to be. So what I clickbait. Now let's talk about it. Shout out to Showtime. Much love. Bro, we destroying old media. They can't take it. They got to lie. See, once again, how come I don't have to lie? To do my job, I do not have to lie. Shout out to Cito the Great. Shout out to my man Cito, $2 super chat. How come they have to lie to try to shut us up or shut us down or whatever they trying to do, distract? How come they have to lie? I'm telling you, actual boxing. Yeah, oh my God, shooters. Yeah, get Mike out here. You don't tell it. This is our shit. This is our show. My shooters know what it is. They know who to get. Man. So back to what I was saying. Since I'm clickbait, this is a microcosm of what you see in boxing. It's not that I'm telling the truth that's the problem. It's the fact that I'm even telling it. Because in their world, in old media land, they don't want you to talk about these things. They want you to sweep. So when I see racial stereotypes and or double standards, they just don't want you to talk about it. It's not that it's not happening. It's they don't want you to talk about it. It's not that, like when I'm saying the Dazn curse, that's just a name. That's just a token name because they keep having these little issues and hiccups and mishaps and misfortunes on their card. That's all that is. They would rather focus on the naming of it than the actual content, the reason behind why I would even come up with something called the Dazn curse. And then they try to act, oh, you're a clickbait. Then they try to act like I'm lying, and I just showed y'all. So this is not good news for Dazn. They raised their price by 100% of their coming out the gate in America price, $9.99. They doubled that. Like May said, double up, Harlem World. Now they're hitting you over the head with $19.99 per month. And it's like seems to be these little things, one after another. Tell the truth. Tell the truth. I'm on some Will Smith. Damn, I can't even say this shit. Will Smith concussion shit. Bro, they so angry. Old media getting beat the fuck up. They get destroyed, bro. They getting destroyed because all we doing is revisiting what they said. They said Dazn $8.33 a month. That's all you have to pay. Shut the fuck up and pay it. Me, I said I don't feel comfortable with a new company when they don't have a year's worth of a catalog to pay an annual fee up front until I know what fights are going to be there. Everybody that watched my channel knows what I said. Everybody knows I said that. If you watch me religiously, you will know I've stated these things. I said I have no problem paying $100 once I get a feel for what type of matchups they make, you know, have a body of work in place. Then I have no problem paying $100. But I'm not just going to save so I don't have to pay $19.99 a month. Just hurry up and you're going for. That's why I told you I didn't like that price hike. At that particular point, I did not like it. Before we got one shitty fight with Canelo, you know, the fielding fight. And before we could get to Canelo's good fight with Jacobs, which turned out to be, you know, kind of moderate. I expected more. But, Canelo Jacobs, they did the best they could. It was a chess match or whatever. But before we could even get to that, they've already increased their prices. But you're not going to punk me or force me into buying. The only way I could get that savings is if I buy up front. Otherwise, it's a ridiculous, you know, $20 a month, which is the market leader, and not in a good way, for that type of app. You have the least amount of content, you know, less content than Showtime, because Showtime has a Wu-Tang documentary, a docu-series or some shit. I grew up on Wu-Tang, so I'm checking for that, you know. Billions, I don't really know about that, but Wilder's on it, so I'm going to try to go back and watch that. They're doing the all accesses, right, different stuff like that. ESPN Plus, they got the 30 for 30s. ESPN got Top Rank. They also got UFC. You know, they got Top Rank pay-per-views and then UFC pay-per-views, but they have the Kobe Bryant show, you know, Boardroom, and, you know, or not the Kobe Bryant, it's not called Boardroom, but you get what I'm saying. They have all this content. Dazn has the least amount of content with the highest price point. In fact, if you look at ESPN Plus, one of their direct competitors, $5 goes into 24 times. So it's 4 times the price point. The Boxing Stoner said, I canceled Dazn and subscribed to Ego. Shit, to subscribe to Ego, that's $4.99 a month. I told you, new media, we taking over this game. So for me, this is not a get like, oh, I'm targeting Dazn. I didn't create these situations. Billions is a good show. I have to catch up on it because I haven't watched it. But see how transparent I am? I keep it a buck, bro. I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you the points that I've always been making. We just simply revisit it. I don't care. Like I'll cover a Dazn fight. If they give me a credential, I'll cover it. If it's a good fight where, you know, that I need to get up and go out and cover it. That's same goes for anybody. I'll cover anybody's fight, do my best job and give it all the exposure. Good fight is good fight. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, old media put out all these like falsehoods and, you know, constantly would berate my thought process in this whole thing because they're groupies, they're man fans. So what they try to do is make it like Ego's Army and new media and what I'm doing and saying is just so foolish and outlandish. But in the end, look at these points. Y'all said Wilder was a dumbass for not taking $100 million 3-fight deal, right? And I said, not really, because he could play the field, see what's up with Tyson Fury's next performance, see what happens with Joshua Miller, which turns out not to be Joshua Miller, because guess what? Something happened. Miller failed a drug test. These types of things happen in boxing, right? So, you know, Wilder, to me, I said it then, and I feel even more so now, he definitely made the right call to wait it out. Because if anything, just play the field. See how you do versus Brazil. See Tom Schwartz versus Tyson Fury. See how Joshua does with the late sub Andy Ruiz Jr. performance. And then you start looking at your options, you know, because a lot changes. You see how this shit just changing like that. Joshua went from fighting a New Yorker in New York to fighting Andy Ruiz. Different style, different ethnicities, different style of fighter, like in terms of showboating, charisma and shit. It's just, the whole thing is different. And y'all said I was tripping. Y'all said I was a dumbass because I didn't go with what you guys said. Some of y'all. And you know, I'm not talking to Ego's Army. I'm talking to the man fans and old media. Y'all said Wilder was a dumbass, but Dazn has their own internal issues that they have to address before they become the market leader, you know, the destination. So in one day, this is all the news, and I don't think these are positive things for Dazn that happened all today. Alexander Usyk is confirmed that he is not fighting in the main event against Carlos Takam. They're going to have to postpone it. I don't know what that means. I don't know if the fight's off. I don't know if they take it out of Maryland when they reschedule it. I don't know if they will reschedule it. But he tore his bicep. That's what they're saying. And Usyk versus Takam, their main event on DAZN, May 25th. The main event is no longer going on. Now, once again, we must wait to determine what's happening with May 25th. They said details to follow. So Michael Hunter was supposed to be on that card. Is he going to be elevated to a main event? Are they going to keep the card? Are they going to get rid of the card? We don't know. All we know is the main event is not going on May 25th. That's one piece of news. 2, Kell Brook was supposed to be on the Joshua Miller, which is now, because Miller didn't make it to the fight, Miller versus Andy Ruiz, Kell Brook ain't going to be on the undercard. So this is similar to Canelo Jacobs, how David Lemieux and Pablo Cesar Cano were supposed to be on the Jacobs-Canelo undercard, and they both pulled out with injury. This is similar to Canelo versus Fielding, where David Lemieux put himself in the hospital, so his bout got canceled. Right? Virgil Ortiz couldn't get medical clearance to fight, so his bout got canceled. Right? These are all actual facts. So just today, Usyk has announced that he's no longer the main event for May 25th. Don't know what's happening to the card. Kell Brook was supposed to be on the Joshua card. So 2 UK fighters, and people that Americans know. Joshua, I'm not saying Joshua's the biggest, but you get what I'm saying. Appreciate you guys. I seen the channel members. Shout out to Business Brains. Thank you for doing the claps automatically. I don't feel like stopping for y'all to show that love. And I appreciate that you guys did it on your own. So shout out to y'all. And shout out to Business Brain for becoming a member. Bro, I told you, I got members. I might catch DAZN in a minute, bro. We taking over the globe, bro. Anyway, this is in one day. This ain't a punchline. This is actual fact. I'm not making it up. I'm not doing nothing. I'm telling you, reporting the facts in the news, as we know it. In one day, Usyk is confirmed to not be taking place this month, at the end of the month, May 25th, at the MGM Harbor. Shout out to the DMV. His fight with Takam is at least postponed. So it's not happening this month. That's one piece of information. 2, Kell Brook was supposed to be on Joshua's card, which I just showed you, is no longer taking place. Kell Brook is a name familiarized with American audiences, so, people wouldn't mind having him on an American card. As you guys can see, Kell Brook set to withdraw Anthony Joshua from the Anthony Joshua undercard, right? Look, shout out to World Boxing News. Kell Brook set to withdraw from the Joshua undercard June 1st. And in case there was any doubt, here it is. Kell Brook's box rec, 6/1/2009, Madison Square Garden. So we know this was the order of business that they planned. So anyway, they want to focus, because I said the DAZN curse. They want to play semantics. I'm talking about the actual issues that DAZN is facing, right? So in one day, Usyk gets announced that he's hurt. His main event is off. Kell Brook is off a card that has already been compromised because the actions of Gerald Miller fell in the drug test. So Kell Brook is not going to be, lending his name to the Joshua card, which would have been, an added reason for maybe people to go see, because we know in America who Kell Brook is from the Errol Spence fights, the Sean Paul. So basically, realistically. And then the third thing, all in one day, is Devin Haney is not getting a title shot next. He was supposed to fight Luke Campbell, so we thought. He was supposed to fight Luke Campbell because Mikey Garcia said, I'm not coming back to lightweight right now. I just came back from 47. I'm looking at options at 40 and 47. He was on Inside the PBC on Fox, and he said that. So he was not going back down to lightweight after leaving 47. He's not going to be able to fulfill his duties as a lightweight champion. So he has to get rid of that belt and revisit 135 later or stay at 40, 47. So Devin Haney just was recently signed to Eddie Hearn in Matchroom, and they were going to put him on Dazn. And he even said in his interviews that the game plan was for him to get a title shot, with Luke Campbell. Go watch the videos. The interviews are on. Everyone was talking about, oh, so what makes you think you could beat Luke Campbell? And, people were asking it because I told you I heard about that months ago, that was the game plan. And then it just came out today that the WBC ordered Vasily Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell for the vacant belt. So Eddie Hearn out here with some things that he needs to fix. He had to fix AJ's card, which we know about. He did that, replaced it with Andy Ruiz, right? Devin Haney just signed, and he thought he was getting a title shot. He's not getting that. The Usyk Takam card or whatever is now off. And Kell Brook, that him being a guy that Americans are familiar with, he's no longer on the card either. That's a lot of stuff. Not to mention I'm not even talking about the Canelo shit too, bro. That's a lot of stuff that happened. Not to mention the Canelo Jacobs fight was probably underwhelming. Oh my gosh. I'm taking over the globe. Can we get some more claps? We got another member. I told you. And this is what happens because the people know people know who's telling the truth. I told y'all to leave me alone. So now we're going to see what happens when the people unite. Shout out to Tony P, man. Let's just get... Bro. This is what happens. And you see why people are joining, because they know who's been feeding them real information. They know who's trying to bring it back for this boxing shit, who ain't just pandering and saying a bunch of dumb shit because they fear anything. Because they fear, oh, I'm not going to get a credential, or, man, I'm bigger than the credential. Fuck that, bro. If you don't want me to give your fight exposure, I'm a professional through and throughout. So if you have some kind of, you have this begrudge against me and shit, and you don't want me to give your fight promotion, and you don't want to give me, like Joshua giving me the copyright, trying to come from my channel on a copyright strike for something he posted on Instagram, that's fine. I don't have to promote your shit. You know what I'm saying? If that's what we doing, you trying to, just petty stuff, I'm telling you, this is what happens. We not mad, but I'm just saying, if you don't want my channel to give you exposure, that's fine too. We could do that. Ain't no one's gonna threaten me with no credential or I'm not giving you an interview. I didn't do nothing to nobody. I didn't create it. Like Usyk bicep tear. How you gonna get mad at me because I'm reporting it? Devin Haney, we all knew he was supposed to get the Luke Campbell. How you gonna get mad because I'm talking about it? That's not fair. You know what I'm saying? Me talking about these different things, Canelo, Jacobs. How you gonna get mad at me because I'm talking about it? Because I'm bold enough. I have cojones. I have the stones and the gall to even do it. You're mad at me? Like, come on, bro. That ain't gonna work. Shout out to LJ Fighter. But I mean, that's just a whole series of misfortunes back to back to back. And like I said, that's why I said the DAZN curse, because it really got worse for these mishaps when they raised the price. Like as soon as they raised the price, you see, when someone raised the price, like Netflix, they raised the price on me. But then there was also shows that I was hooked on watching, or like not hooked like that, but I didn't watch Narcos, but my parents did, and there was other shows like Drug Lords, stuff that I was really, these different shows I was really interested in. So it's just like, I've been fucking with Netflix for that long. You know what I'm saying? They got the catalog. So they were giving us more and more things, and they raised the price probably to do more with Netflix films and different stuff like that. DAZN raised their price, and it's about the same quality, If not, their cards have been falling apart. You know what I'm saying? Like undercards are getting slaughtered, main events are being changed last minute or canceled. That's not fair for $20 a month. And then if you paid $100 a year, then you already paid $100 out of your money, and you see all these mishaps. Here's what I'm talking about. WBC. Bob Arum did Eddie Hearn greasy with this. Bob is I ain't messing with Bob. Look, this is per the WBC order. WBC lightweight status. Luke Campbell will now face Vasyl Lomachenko with the vacant WBC lightweight title on the line. So Mikey Garcia vacated his WBC belt. It is now vacant, and these two people are fighting for it. And then to make that even worse, oh my gosh, bro. And y'all, I told y'all don't know what y'all started. Y'all know what y'all started here. Old media. It's up. It's over for old media. And I know they can't compete. They can't. There ain't no rebuttal for all the stuff we talking about. There simply isn't. There's not enough things you can rebuttal. Here's another problem, since we just laying everything out there right now, right? So Eddie Hearn signed a fighter, Matchroom, and I'm sure based on interviews, the fighter was under the pretense that he was going to get a title shot at lightweight. Now what this does with the WBC working with Top Rank and then Eddie Hearn's other fighter, Luke Campbell, getting the fight, that puts Luke Campbell in a position to challenge for Lomachenko's titles. And who is Devin Haney going to fight for a title? Lomachenko already has 2 belts. So if he beats Luke Campbell, then Lomachenko has 3 belts. The only other person out there with the belt right now is Richard Comey. And Top Rank is gearing up to put Teofimo in there with Richard Comey. So Devin Haney, he already has money. He said the goal was to become a champion. So now he's going to have to wait for all those fights. I'm not saying he can't beat Lomachenko or Teofimo. That's not about that. Regardless, he would have to wait. He's going to have to wait because you have to now wait for Lomachenko and Luke Campbell to get negotiated. Is it happening in the UK for sure? This, that, and the third. Select the dates and the venue and all that. You got to wait for that. Then you have to have an outcome, just to even fight the winner of that fight. And Richard Comey is about to fight some guy in June, coming off of a knuckle injury. And then Teofimo's fighting an eliminator against this Japanese fighter. He's fighting an eliminator. The winner of that eliminator is in line for the IBF belt. So it's Teofimo's ranked, and then this Japanese guy is ranked. The winner of that is supposed to get Richard Comey. So Devin Haney can't even get a title, most likely before Top Rank, the Comey way, by fighting Comey. Crazy. And Bob Arum been bullying Eddie Hearn. Y'all can say what you want. He been bullying him. His fighter just beat Anthony Corolla. He won the purse bid for Alex Caicedo versus Maurice Hooker, even though Eddie Hearn's fighter won the actual fight. This is all a tug of war game. This is them. I don't care about. I'm a boxing fan, but I'm telling you, the tug of war, Bob Arum is playing for keeps because his guys are aligned to. Lomachenko's a good fighter. He's a 2-time gold medalist. Luke Campbell got a gold medal too, but he also got 2 losses. Lomachenko got 1 loss and looks to have the momentum here, and stylistically, I don't know if Luke Campbell's fought anyone remotely like a Lomachenko. The closest person would be Linares, and he got dropped by him and he lost to him. And he's been dropped before. So Lomachenko, the top ranked fighter, is going to be the favorite for sure. Luke Campbell's going to have his say and change that, but he will be the underdog. And then Teofimo with Top Rank is more in line. They're doing an IBF eliminator, bro. So he Top Rank. Bob Arum is putting Teofimo in this position to get a title shot, and Lomachenko's getting in a position to unify. Just map it out in your head. So Lomachenko the favorite, and let's say Comey fights Teofimo and he's the favorite. Then that sets up Lomachenko to fight Comey or Teofimo, whoever wins that, for undisputed. Meanwhile, Devin Haney, who are they going to have him fight? You know, Robert Easter, he doesn't have a belt anymore. His last performance wasn't like the greatest. Rancis Bartholomew, you know, they're not going to put Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, right? Plus, they don't have belts. So I just don't understand what marquee matchups that Devin Haney would really fight. Don't tell me about Gervonta Tank Davis, because he's at 130 and he's with PBC and he's doing his own thing. So if you look at how things are set up, I don't know. I don't know who Devin Haney could fight for a title where he would be next in line for that title, because his opportunity was Luke Campbell, and then WBC made an order for Lomachenko versus Campbell. And I'm pretty sure Eddie Hearn kind of promised him, signed at his own Matchroom, we got you. And now they can't align him with the title right now. Real Brother 32 said Teofimo getting a title shot before. Bro, this is all fact what we talking about. See, once again, I don't have to lie to make up points. I don't have to like bend the truth. I'm just going off of the perception of what I see based on all the pieces of information that I know. And it's not looking good for a soon. Look, shout out to Lance Pugmire, Los Angeles Times. I told you, bro, they can't fuck with us. Look, Eddie Hearn, update. Due to a bicep injury, Usyk has been forced to postpone. So that's confirmation from Eddie Hearn of what I just said. Lomachenko, he has a chance to look at that man. He's like, hey, thanks, Bob. Look at Loma happy. He happy with top rate. Look. Loma with a chance to win the third lightweight belt. So he got the opportunity. Devin Haney. And the cool part about it is I'd rather watch Devin Haney, Luke Campbell, because of where he's at in his career. But, hey, Bob beat him to the punch. Look, everything I'm saying. Bob Arum tells me Teofimo will not fight Fortuna in the proposed WBC tournament. However, he will face instead top-rated IBF contender Masayoshi Nakatani July 20th in an eliminator to get the winner of champion Richard Commey late June title defense. So Richard Commey's fighting in June, and they're doing an eliminator with this Japanese guy Masayoshi Nakatani and Teofimo. So I don't see how Eddie Hearn would be able to intercept any of this stuff, which looks to be pretty well written. I don't see how he's going to intercept that type of stuff. An eliminator being done for the IBF. The WBC ordered Lomachenko. You know, Eddie Hearn's almost being boxed out a little bit here, because how can he provide certain things for his fighters if he don't have the leverage? You know, it's not coming to fruition. Anthony Corolla just lost. Kell Brooks off the card. These are all Eddie Hearn fighters. Anthony Joshua has to fight a substitute opponent who, even if he beats him, I think it could be a difficult fight. But even if he beats him, based on the way, you know, Ruiz looks and stuff, some people aren't even considering it a true fight. You know, Danny Jacobs just lost to Canelo. These are all Eddie Hearn fighters, bro. Ted Cheeseman just lost. It's getting rough out here. It's getting rough out in these streets. And then they talking about pay-per-view is dead. I told you, I wouldn't be worried about all that. I wouldn't be worried about slandering the competition, you know. And y'all told me Wilder's stupid for not taking the Dazn deal. Look at how much stuff is unfolding. He's looking pretty smart to weigh his options and just, you know, be an outsider and just handle business. And he looks like he might handle business. Wilder, he looked kind of big, bro. He looked like 225. 227 or some shit. He looked like he gaining weight, bro. Look, this is what he said, whatever, Mr. Know It fucking all. But they're not telling me what I'm saying. I don't care about knowing it all and all this. They play little pussy ass, baby ass games. I don't care about knowing it. Just tell me what I'm saying is wrong. Fucking know it all. Tell me what I'm saying is wrong. Get this smoke in the hot seat. That's what we want. See, the fans want, they want a feast in the hot seat. Tell me what I'm saying wrong. All they could say is stupid little piddly ass comments. What are you talking about? He said, whatever, Mr. Know-It-All. Listen, that is them conceding. That is them conceding. They don't have anything. I just showed you everything. I just did my homework, told you everything, all my concerns, and showed you why I felt that way. I laid it out. All they could say is, oh, whatever, Mr. Know-It-All. That's a concession. They are conceding before you. They're letting me know, fuck, new media got us. I ain't got shit to say, so let me call this man a bitch. Let me say he's stupid. Let's call him a know-it-all. They have nothing to say, and this is absolutely what I anticipated. And I knew this was coming. They don't have nothing for us, bro. Yeah, Wilder looking kind of swole. I don't even want to shake his hand in New York. He might try to knock me out, and I might have to fight Wilder. I have to fight my way out this motherfucker. Oh my gosh, it's just the reality. People want you to live this fantasy lie, bro. I'm not living no fantasy lie. If this is a great look for Dazn, please let me know how. They're mad just because I'm bringing it up, because these other dudes and other old media channels and shit, they're not going to bring it up. They're not going to put it in perspective. And they know that this is something that needs to be addressed, especially with an increased price point and everything they've said in the past. Wilder's stupid for not taking $100 million. Just pay $100 a month. It's only $833. I told you, it's about principle. It's about the matches. I'm not going to just arbitrarily pay $100 for anything unless I know what you're doing. And then on top of that, these undercards getting slaughtered. The main event with Joshua got, changed. The main event with Usyk, which wasn't even a big fight. I didn't even understand why it was happening in Maryland. But he got a bicep tear. Now that's not happening. It's a lot of stuff in a small period of time. So like I said, you got bigger fish to fry than to be worried about pay-per-view is dead. Then Jonathan Banks just did an interview and said, I talked to Klitschko. He said he ain't fucking coming back. So that's one less heavyweight that Dazn was interested in. Triple G, he's not fighting anybody that people want to see him fight. These are you have to answer these questions when you are the market leader with the highest price point for the product you're pushing. Simple. Haney tweeted that he's 20 and got time. Bro, it's not just about Haney. It's about the fans. The fans were led to believe that one of our own, if you're from America, was getting a title shot, which I wanted to see him get. I just told you, I would rather watch Devin Haney versus Luke Campbell than Lomachenko versus Luke Campbell. That was way better. But Eddie Hearn didn't get it done or doesn't have the relationship with the WBC or whatever. I'm just talking about the fact. I personally wanted to see Devin Haney get his opportunity. I am not the WBC. I didn't control this. I would have preferred it because now Lomachenko, he beats Luke Campbell, in my opinion. He beats him. Now he has 3 belts versus if Luke Campbell and Devin Haney fought, then the winner would have to fight Lomachenko if he wants to be undisputed. So I would have preferred that, because it could spread things out a little bit instead of just like Lomachenko beating a guy with 2 losses. I want to see Devin Haney beat or try to beat an Olympic gold medalist with 2 losses. So where he's at in his career and, what I've seen from Luke Campbell, he's not a bad fighter. And he's a gold medalist. He has some pop. So I would have preferred Devin Haney to get his opportunity. So it's not about that. It's about the fans. The bottom line is you have the highest price point. Disney Plus is coming out. Apple TV Plus is coming out. ESPN Plus is a thing. Showtime is a thing. And you have the highest price point walking around talking about pay-per-view is dead. Canelo versus Jacobs, to me, it was cool, but it's not something I want to run back and necessarily just watch from start to finish. It wasn't that type of fight. Versus like Wilder Fury, I did want to do that. I watched that 12th round hella times. And I watched throughout the fight to see like what I could pick up. I didn't do that. I didn't really have a desire to do that from Canelo Jacobs. And the undercard wasn't that good. And it got ruined by David Lemieux. At least he's an action fighter. I would have seen someone probably get knocked out. Or actually, David Lemieux versus John Ryder. John Ryder looked like he could scrap a little bit. So that would have been probably a better fight. Bilal Akawi, he tried, but he wasn't ready for that level up of competition. David Lemieux's at least been a champion. So I would have preferred John Ryder, David Lemieux. That's what I'm saying, bro. They got to figure this stuff out pronto. Another easy route to a belt for Loma. Exactly. That's why I would have preferred Devin Haney, because if Devin Haney beat Luke Campbell, then for Lomachenko would have to come see Devin Haney, and I prefer that fight, you know. Or if Luke Campbell proves he could beat a guy like Devin Haney, then I wouldn't mind seeing Lomachenko versus Devin, or Lomachenko versus Campbell. This is just a series of from Kell, Brook being pulled from the card, all these people dropping off cards. It's just Dazn got to do something. Dazn got to do something. And I told you the remedy for all of these. I don't just think of problems. I give you solutions. I told you one easy solution to a lot of this stuff would be to put Triple G, who's one of your biggest stars on Dazn streaming app, in a fight that the fans would want to see. Because you put him in there, all this other bullshit is happening. Like, okay, Devin Haney, fuck, he's not getting a title shot. Usyk's injured, fuck. Okay, Kell Brook's off the card, fuck. Okay, Gerald Miller can't, pass a drug test, fuck. All these other F's, like, fucks. You would at least be like, okay, at least I got Golovkin versus Andrade, 2 Olympians. Sign me up. So they dropped the ball with that. They put Triple G in there, and that's the other aspect. That's totally on them. They put Triple G trying to hype up Canelo Triple G. I don't even care if they fight ever again, to be honest. I'd rather see Canelo Andrade, Canelo Charlo, Triple G Andrade, Triple G Charlo, Triple G Jacobs Part 2, rather than I want to see Canelo Triple G Part 3. Straight up. It's unfair. Everybody else in the middleweight division got to fight tough fights or, riskier fights and less pay and all this shit. Triple G just get to wait on the sideline and hope that Dazn pushes the narrative for Canelo Triple G 3. It's unfair. So, like I said, the easy solution would have been that, because then you at least all this other stuff is happening around you on Dazn. You can be like, hey, but y'all still got Triple G versus Andrade coming up. But they didn't do that. So now we're sitting up here. This is Canelo versus Jacobs already happened. The card was lackluster. The fight, I'll let you guys determine how the main event was, if it was the great fight or whatever. But now this is their calendar. Joshua versus a substitute opponent, right? Kell Brook not on the Joshua card. Usyk not fighting at his heavyweight debut. Don't know when it's going to happen, but it's not happening May 25th, a week after Wilder's performance, when people are still talking about boxing. Because before, it was like, this week is Jared Hurd, Julian J. Rock Williams in the DMV. Then the next week is Deontay Wilder versus Brazil in the East Coast. So all East Coast fights. And then to round off the month, it was Usyk versus Takam. Now I don't even know what's happening in that card. And then on top of that, Devin Haney can't fight Luke Campbell because of whatever. They weren't able to secure it. And I was looking forward to Devin Haney getting his just due. So, I don't know, bro. This is like a lot of mishaps. There's a lot of things going on in a small space of time. And then for Eddie Hearn particularly, I told you, like, he came in pretty pompous, pretty arrogant, saying, oh, American promoters are going to fear me and all this stuff. Does it look like Bob Arum was left off bad and bougie? Why would the American promoter that's been around since the Muhammad Ali days, with what's going on and the cards that he's putting on and, what ESPN is acquiring and stuff, does it really look, does it look like he has reason to be shaking in his boots, or Al Heyman? I don't know. I really don't know that. Smash the like button, man, because the haters gonna be mad at me for this shit. He was saying all this American promoter. Bob Arum laughing. He won the purse bid for the Alex Cicero fight, put it in Alex Cicero's backyard in OKC, made the champion, Maurice Hooker, travel to the challengers because Top Rank won the purse bid. Here's another thing. You guys, I'm just putting this in perspective for y'all. Here's another thing. I'm not a psychic, but it's feeling like I am. Like low key, y'all gotta admit, it's seeming like I'm a psychic because I just say this shit and it just seems to come true. Sully Khan, you have 5 seconds to determine why I'm biased, bro. You said you biased, bro. You got 5 seconds to let me know why I am biased. Clock starts. Sully Khan. 5. Why am I biased? What do you disagree with? 4. Sully Khan. Why am I biased? What do you disagree with that I have stated? 3. Sully Khan. What don't you agree with that is bias? 2. Shooters, get ready. Sully Khan, please let me know. 2. Come on, Sully Khan. Breathe. Yeah, you got to breathe sometimes. You got to breathe. Yeah. Yeah, Sully. Sully. You got to breathe sometimes. Shooters, get rid of them. Sully, oh, real brother. Like clockwork, baby. Sometimes you just got to breathe, Sully. We not letting them stop what we doing. It's the same shit, bro. They don't have nothing. They don't have nothing to say, so they just try to interrupt and stop me from saying what I got to say. Shout out to Real Brother 32 with the confirmed kill. All right. So anyway, here's another thing. I'm not psychic, but let's do the actual math. Vasily Lomachenko is a bigger name in America and worldwide, I would say, than Luke Campbell, despite if the fight happens in the UK or not. Right? ESPN Plus and ESPN Network, I want to say they have more subs than Dazn. I think that's pretty safe to say that ESPN Plus has more subs than Dazn at this point. Vasily Lomachenko has 2 belts. He got 2 belts, y'all. And he's about to fight for the vacant WBC left by Mikey Garcia. If I had to take an educated guess, I'm going to say that fight is going to happen on ESPN. Lomachenko got 2 belts. Luke Campbell is a lesser name with no belts fighting for a vacant belt. I'm pretty sure Bob Arum, knowing the business, having the clout, having relationships, having ESPN, is not finna let Lomachenko, his number one, or, one of his top people, someone that people are saying is number 1 pound for pound. I'm pretty sure Bob Arum is going to find a way to not let that fight with Luke Campbell go over to Dazn. Just to educate a guess. So for Eddie Hearn, not only is Devin Haney not getting the opportunity, which would have been a matchroom fighter, Devin Haney, versus another matchroom fighter, Luke Campbell, and that would have been on Dazn because it would have been an all in-house type of deal. Why would he put it on PBC when they're both matchroom fighters? On top of that, if I had to take an educated, guess and try to get in the proximity of what I think will happen, then guess what? Bob Arum ain't going to let Lomachenko fight on Dazn. So it's going to be resolved. It's not even going to go to a purse bid. Bob Arum going to pull the strings he need, and if Eddie Hearn wants the opportunity, they're going to be able to get it done on the boardroom, on the cutting room floor. So on top of Devin Haney not getting a fight with Campbell that I wanted to see, I don't even think the fight's going to be with Lomachenko. Campbell doesn't have the clout here. He doesn't have the power. Lomachenko has 2 belts and a bigger name and better performances. And Lomachenko knocked out Jorge Linares, who knocked down and beat Luke Campbell. So if you think Bob Arum finna let Lomachenko go fight on the DAZN main event, you fucking crazy. You crazy. You crazy if you think that's happening. And then once again, it'll be something else that I put out. If I'm wrong, if my estimations are wrong, like always, I'll get up and whoa, I didn't see that. Lomachenko's fighting on DAZN. I didn't see it coming. But I don't see that, bro. I don't see Bob Arum allowing one of his prized pupils who has leverage in the negotiating room, who actually has belts already, 2 of them, and only 1 loss, letting him go over to Dazn. Eddie doesn't have. That's what I'm saying. He don't have the pull and the clout in these situations. Just like Corolla, that was it. Lomachenko versus Corolla. That's an Eddie Hearn fighter, and it was on Bob Arum's terms. So this is also, you got to look at what Eddie Hearn said. He said he's gonna take over the game in America, but he's being ran by American promoters. Am I wrong? Canelo versus Jacobs, an Eddie Hearn fighter, that was on Canelo and Golden Boy's terms. An American, whether he's Mexican American, an American promoter. Jacobs didn't have the leverage. In fact, according to the Nevada State Athletic Commission, Canelo was getting $35 million and Jacobs was getting $2.5 to $10 million. So you know who had the leverage there. So all that stuff Hearn was saying about taking over America, I mean, the hostile takeover and all that, I don't see it. Because Bob Arum's still doing his thing, still winning purse bids. The Lomachenko fight, in my honest guess, Campbell fight will be on ESPN or ESPN Plus or ESPN pay-per-view, some affiliate through ESPN. Speaking of, if you'd like to sign up for ESPN, use my link. It's in the description of all my videos, 7-day free trial, and then it's $4.99 after that, and it helps the channel. I'm an affiliate. And then, like I said, some Eddie Hearn fighters are taking L's. Jacobs just lost. Ted Cheeseman, whoever that is, just lost. You know. Corolla just lost. Kell Brook ain't. Last couple of fights he's been scheduled for, it keeps getting canceled. I don't like to see that. Kell Brook was supposed to fight Brandon Cook on the Canelo undercard. Pulled out. You know, Kell Brook was supposed to fight on the Joshua card against TBA. Pulled out. There's just a lot of stuff going on behind the scene. I don't see how they could be happy with all these mishaps. You know what I'm saying? And then meanwhile, old media be feeding you a bunch of horse shit talking about, but Wilder ain't a star. Okay, so how can other people become a star with these mishaps? You get what I'm saying? And then Barry Hearn, we didn't forget that part. Barry Hearn, he's saying this stuff about the slave trade, which was totally inappropriate. You get what I'm saying? So that wasn't a good look. That was an L right there. Talking about the slave trade and, you know, back in my day, we could call you whatever the fuck we wanted. I mean, now I got to call him Mr. White. What is that? That's just a lot of stuff in a concentrated period of time going on. They better hope Anthony Joshua looks sensational versus Andy Ruiz. I think that could be a difficult fight. Andy Ruiz he's more than meets the eye. Put it that way. If AJ loses, oh my gosh, Eddie Hearn, that's gonna be whew. You better hope he don't. But it's not even just a loss. But a loss would be But even if he gets knocked down, anything like that, bro, that Dazn curse is real if AJ loses, bro. That shit will be, man, they better hope that don't happen, bro. AJ, I hope he's training hard and shit. But Andy Ruiz could scrap because Andy Ruiz has nothing to lose here. He getting a couple mil more than he would have been getting, you know, just fighting Alexander Dimitriko and all that shit on PBC. He don't have nothing to lose. He just have to let his hands fly, don't get hit with nothing too severe, and do your best. Even if he put on a Joseph Parker type of performance and didn't get knocked out, he's winning because he didn't take too much damage and he gonna get a couple million. Ruiz can scrap, bro. Ruiz can scrap. You people see, that's why I know motherfuckers don't know shit about boxing because they looking at his body and belly button and all this stupid shit, bro. Ruiz could scrap. Ruiz Jr. could scrap. I've watched him for a while. He could scratch, and he looked pretty durable. Joshua has, like Canelo, sometimes some stamina issues up in the middle. Up in the middle. Man, we're going to see how this all plays out, but I just feel like Dazn is in dire need. And, like, how are they going? Like, the other thing I noticed with Dazn, if I'm being honest, is how you making like they're inside. I don't know if they really thought through everything that we're trying to accomplish here. You get what I'm saying? Here's how. How do you make someone into a star if they're not readily available? Now I know some of you are like, what the fuck? Get to the goddamn point, ego. Let me explain. If Mayweather wasn't Mayweather and he wasn't easily accessible on HBO 24/7, Kathy Lee and Regis and had the personality and fought over the years, then we wouldn't know who the fuck Mayweather was. You feel what I'm saying? The reason is we were exposed to Mayweather. It becomes an issue and it becomes almost a conundrum and somewhat of a dilemma when you're stream only, no linear television network, and you're trying to reach the masses. Because Devin Haney, for example, okay, he's not getting a title shot. Who are they going to match him with? Ryan Garcia would be a great fight, but I don't see that happening. I don't see Golden Boy and Eddie Hearn making that fight anytime in the next 2 fights for either guy. So who is he going to fight to become a household name? And especially when you're trapped on a platform that not everyone has. Like to this day, I got people who text me that know I cover boxing, but they're not hardcore boxing fans. They know I cover it though. And when there's a big fight like Canelo Jacobs, they say, what do I have to do? How do I get this Canelo? They still don't get it. They still, they don't know. I never seen text from some of these people because they're like surface area friends. I'm not surface area friends. I said that wrong. They're surface area boxing fans. They're real friends of mine, but they don't watch boxing hardcore like us. They're asking me, how do I watch Canelo fielding? How do I get to, what are you watching? Or even on Twitter. I'm like watching, Estrada. They're like, hey, what channel is that on? That's literally, go look at my Twitter. Watching Estrada's Rungvisai, and I'm tweeting about it. They're like, hey, what channel is this? Some people they still don't, it hasn't like quite like, connected with everybody. So it becomes, how do you build a star like that? Like versus Gervonta Tank Davis. He about to fight where he's from in Baltimore, and it's going to be on Showtime or Fox. He just fought. It wasn't a big name, but he just knocked someone the fuck out and possibly broke their nose, Hugo Ruiz. And that was that on Fox or Show? I think it was on Showtime. But he came out to Michael Jackson. That resonates with Americans. We love Michael Jackson. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, how do you build a star? Like Canelo, he's winning with Dazn. He making all this money, but he was a star before he teamed up with Dazn. So how's Maurice Hooker become a star? That's what I'm saying. I don't think they quite figured that part out. Make Maurice Hooker a star. See, and it's similar. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of certain trainers. No disrespect to like Freddie Roach or anybody, but Freddie Roach trained Pacquiao. He was already good. I'm not saying he didn't work with Pacquiao and give him adequate sparring and help improve his right hand or something. But Pacquiao was already, he was already a dope fighter before. He was already a dope fighter before he even got with Freddie Roach. That's different than, Virgil Hunter fighting and taking Andre Ward since he was a little kid and then watching the whole experience, local tournaments, silver glove, golden glove, Olympics, pro career, super sick. That's different because you've been with them. You've been rocking with them the whole way. Dazn, they nabbed a couple people that are already, big. Like Triple G was already somewhat popular. Canelo was already popular. So these guys already had. The conundrum comes, how do you do that for Devin Haney? Like how you make him a star? How you make Maurice Hooker a star? How you make Tevin Farmer a star? How you make Daniel Roman a star? Not saying these guys are bad fighters or can't be in good fights or whatever, but I'm saying how you make them a star when everything's confined to an app that not everyone has at the moment. And especially with these little mishaps that they got to work the kinks out. I don't know. I'm glad Bob Marley brought that up, bro. He said if AJ struggle versus Ruiz is 60-40. See, that's what I'm saying. Wilder is he did the smart thing in my opinion, because he has options and he knows that. And I told y'all that the more you have options, the better it is for you, because you don't have to just jump at the first offer. I watched this interview and they said, P. Diddy, you made a statement and you said, as a black man in America, you made it your business to, he said something to the effect of, this is Sean Puffy Combs, Diddy, shout out to him. He said something like, I read a quote and you said you made sure when you get in these executive meetings and broker these deals and stuff that they didn't treat you like a black man. And they said, how do you accomplish that? And he was basically just saying, because I know my worth. Like, I'm a mean motherfucker. And he said, he said, if we work the number up to 42 million and I want 45, I'll walk away. That's what P. Diddy said. He said, just like that, I'll walk away. You gonna give me 45. I know we almost there. I'll walk away. And I respect the hell out of Diddy for saying that. He said, you're not gonna play me. You're not gonna play me with these deals. They talking about 42, which is cool. That's a large sum of money for whatever deal. Ciroc or Sean John, whatever. But he said, I want 45. You can't give me 45, then he said, I'm willing to walk away. Deontay Wilder did the same thing. I'll do the same thing. I walked away a lot of opportunities in this boxing game where I could have just sold out, took the easy road, jumped off someone else's back. I didn't do that. I did it my way. Young Frank Sinatra, I did it my way. Usher, I did it my way. She likes it my way. Doom, doo doo doo, doom doom, doo 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 doom. I did it my way, bro. So Wilder's doing the right thing, in my opinion, because you see, Dazn have some loose ends at best that they gotta figure out. They gotta figure out those things. So Wilder was smart. The money ain't going nowhere unless Dazn goes somewhere, And if it ain't Dazn, somebody else will step up to the plate and pay him. So, But some people are gonna be like, why Ego going so hard and making sure he drive these points home? I'm gonna tell y'all, because I don't like the narrative that a lot of old media paint. I told you, I will crush them. This is probably gonna be their worst year on all platforms. Ego's army, their strength in numbers. We continue to grow. You see, we just got 2 channel members just today. Hit the join button. The bigger we get, I'm gonna blow this shit up, And that's not no bomb threat. That ain't, because I know people will try to look for anything. I'm saying figuratively, figure of speech. We coming over, bro. You got to catch it. The zone can't catch a break with some of these things, bro. And it's insane. It's insane. But all this stuff, all these conversations had, Wilder ain't shit. He don't deserve 50-50. Over time, it's going to be shown what's what and what's really facts and those different. Eddie Hearn said, all the American promoters are going to be scared of me and I'm going to take over the game. And he was nitpicking everything that PBC he felt did wrong. All that stuff's coming to bite him. DAZN talking about pay-per-view is dead, but they don't have no pay-per-view worthy fights. The only pay-per-view worthy fight was Canelo Jacobs. Am I lying? Name since they broke ground in America, name 3 pay-per-view worthy fights that you think they could have put at $85 a pop, and it would have outsold Tyson Fury, it would have outsold Spence Garcia or Pacquiao Broner. So Canelo Jacobs is one. Name 2 more. So just name 2, basically. Name 2 that you think could have been at an $85 price point. So you saying pay-per-view's dead, it's because you're not putting on no fights that are pay-per-view worthy anyway, except for Canelo Jacobs. And even that didn't exceed a lot of people's expectations. So it's not that pay-per-view is dead. You're not putting on nothing that's pay-per-view. You feel me? Like, name 2 fights that you think would have did better than 350,000 these PBC numbers. See, I know they get mad because, you love PBC. Fuck all that. Answer the question. Someone said McGregor could be. Yeah. So it's not a matter of being pay-per-view is dead. It's a matter of you don't have a pay-per-view worthy fight anyway. All right, hot seat. Ricardo tells, look at the names, faces, and profile pics of the people doing the most hate. I'm not playing no games. I said, name a fight that you could put on pay-per-view for $85 and it would have did comparable numbers. So Ricardo Tells says Estrada Rungvisai was good as fuck. So you mean to tell me Estrada Rungvisai, that whole card, you could put at an $85 price point in America, and you think that would have done 350,000 ish pay-per-view buys? That's what you're trying to tell me, Ricardo. You not gonna try to destroy our objective. All you have to do is answer the question honestly, but you guys want to lie, so now you in the hot seat. So you believe the day Avengers came out, the weekend of the Avengers Endgame, Sor Rungvisai versus Estrada 2, which was a fight on regular HBO, the first one, would generate any type of significant gain for pay-per-view numbers. 300,000, 350,000, or what have you. Let me know. So explain that, because right now it's looking like nobody believes you. You need more people. Someone said, fuck nah. See, they always try to distract with the bullshit. That's why we clipping them all, bro. I love your channel, bro, but I did like the fight. Block them. Listen, I gotta treat you like everybody else, bro. Block them. Bro, you trying to distract from the message. I don't care if you like the fight. The fight was good. The Daniel Roman fight was good. That's not what we're even talking about, bro. You said that, and you know why you did it. You said it to try to distract from what we're really talking about. We don't have that. It'd be one thing if we were just talking about our favorite fights this year, but I specifically was asking everybody a question, and everybody's answering it honestly, except for you. That's a decoy. They want you to. That's why we can't have no mercy. Every time we try to show mercy, they don't learn. So there is no mercy. Can't be no peace till we get a peace too. He knows what he's doing, bro. This is not a conversation of what fights you particularly like, Like me personally, I like Gabe Flores' fight. That's my guy. And he had a crazy knockout, and it was in Stockton. But we're not talking about that. If the question is what would be a pay-per-view, I wouldn't have said Gabe Flores Jr. because he knocked out someone, and I have a personal connection, with his family. And he's from NorCal. You know what I'm saying? The question was not that. It's not what fight did you like. The question was, what fight does Dazn have outside of Canelo Jacobs that you think remotely could even be slapped with an $85 price point? Talking about some Sor Rungvisai, bro. These dudes getting drilled. We hitting them with that DeWalt. They getting hit with that DeWalt, bro. They know they lying, bro. J-Dog laughing because he know, bro. They lying, and you know it like I know it. They lying. That's all distractions. That's why we can't show no mercy. Because the moment we show mercy, that's when they start acting up. And I know he's lying too, because Avengers Endgame came out the day Sor Rungvisai fought. So that's at a $19.99 price point. So if that was pay-per-view worthy, where are them numbers at? How come we haven't heard no numbers? That fight happened. I seen Avengers Endgame a week ago, 2 weeks ago or whatever. So how come the Sor Rungvisai numbers, it was a good fight. It was entertaining. But if the numbers are so great, it's not even a pay-per-view price point. So if it could have sold for $85 and you only charge $19.99, then where are the numbers at? How come we haven't heard no numbers for any DAZN fight ever? J-Dog, I'm going to ask you, because me and J-Dog, we be talking about this shit. Where are the numbers to any DAZN fight ever? Have you seen them? Because I know you be on the internet and you be knowing what's going on in the boxing too. Have you seen any DAZN numbers ever? Ever released? Not like how much money he getting, or I'm not talking about them. No, I'm talking about numbers to the viewership. Anthony Purvis, $2 super chat. Keep working, ego. Aerobest said they don't have any. Bro, I ain't never seen it, and they don't have to report it. So it's all just like Crawford Horn numbers on ESPN. They never really came out because they don't have to report it. It doesn't show up on the Nielsen media, research. So they just watch it and look at it, and only they know. And trust me, rule of thumb, if the numbers never come out, then it probably wasn't worth praising. They want that data private. Because if it was why would they hide Canelo versus Mayweather numbers, Mayweather McGregor? Why would they, if Canelo versus Mayweather did 2.4 million homes and Mayweather McGregor did 4.3 or whatever, why would they not tell people that? Hey, these shooters put in work. Hey, I just started reading what he was saying, and this shit disappeared. It scared me, bro. I'm not arguing with nobody, bro. Peace, love, and prosperity to everyone. You know what it is. You know new media is destroying, we killing right now. And don't be mad at me. I didn't create these issues. I'm just the one talking about it. Hey, L Flowers, don't even worry about it. Shooters already got rid of them. We don't have to argue with them. Bro, Eagles Army, I'm going to say this again. I don't mind as much when it's on my channel because we're keeping it all in-house. We are drying them out. Stop arguing with all these dudes in their space. Let them argue and have their own fantasy world, and Wilder's a chicken shit, and Luis Ortiz duck, even though Joshua could have fought him for 2 years, and Dazn is only 833. Let them have their own fantasy. Listen, that's an order to Eagles Army. Stop engaging with them on their shit. You could do it here because we keeping this in-house. We keeping it in-house. Stop arguing with them because it's just helping their thread. We trying to dry them out. You got to stand on your own too. You got to talk about we doing some real life General Patton shit, bro. Sun Tzu, Art of War. Shout out to Dre Finest, $2 super chat. Appreciate you. Let's dry them out. Let them argue, especially in their space. Like MySpace. Let them be in their own MySpace, have their own top 8, live their own realities. You know what the real information is. I'm showing you everything. Big Boy said, I got an ego hater at my job. I be killing him, bro. Why do people at your job hate me, bro? See, and that's how you know it's some fake shit, bro. How you hate me, bro? Where you work at, man? I'ma just piss in the aisle. Whatever section he work in, I'ma go in there and just piss in the aisle 12. If that's the department he works in, where you work at? I'ma come in there, bro. I'ma knock hella shit off the shelf, bro. Where you work? I won't mess up your section, big boy, because you cool. But where he work, I'm going to knock everything. I'm going to knock everything off the shelf, bro, so he can clean it up. I'm going to spill water on the ground, slip, and sue. Whatever section he's in, I'm going to say I broke my back. It's spinal. Where you work at, man? He hating at your job, we coming. He a Canelo lover? It don't matter. I'm a lawsuit lover. Where he work, I'm gonna slip and fall in his section while he's on the clock, bro. We all getting paid out this motherfucker. You gonna see me in helicopter chairs and shit, man. He gonna get that class action lawsuit. Just you don't have to put it here, but just DM me, bro. DM me. I'm coming to your job, bro. Tell me the city and the address. You can DM me it. I'm coming, bro. He hate me? Okay. I can move around, bro. I'm coming. You work at Home Depot, I'm a Ezel my shit. I'm a Ezel my way. Ow, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. And I'm gonna say he pushed me. I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna me too him. No, not like that. Never mind. That sound weird. Hold on. Nah, take that part back. Because now I'm not going to go that far. But, hey, I said take back. I said take that shit back. That's how, see, that sometimes, your brain processor, Yeah, I'm not gonna do that part of the game, but I'm finna lie and say he pushed me or some shit, bro. I'm finna climb up the ladder and jump off and say he did it, bro. Block Eric Corey. That's what's up. Hey, real brother, you out of pocket, bro. Yeah, man. I don't even understand. Media is hurt right now. Desmond Parker, you a fool, bro. You a fool, bro. These dudes are crazy, dog. They still won't tell me what I said that was wrong, though. They'll say all this other extra shit. Hey, Big Boy, a fool. Shout out to Big Boy. Nah, this is just a black coffee. The black coffee? Why with the black channel? Real brother said Dazn in 5 years equals dead. Hey, bro. Y'all out of pocket, bro. I'm just saying they had a lot of mishaps. They got to fix that. And then on top of that, like real talk, Dazn is putting on some fights that in general aren't the go-to, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, it's just certain fights. I'm wondering who they're going to put. I'm just trying to think. Who they going to put him in? Like who's Jesse Vargas going to fight? Because they said Jaime Munguia, but Jaime Munguia didn't even look good in his last fight. They really put Jesse Vargas in there with Humberto Soto. Top Rank wasn't. Top Rank put. Come on, man. Top Rank put Jesse Vargas in there with Tim Bradley and Pacquiao. You know, PBC put him in there in a tune-up, and then he fought Adrian Broner. DAZN put him in there with Thomas Delorme and Humberto Soto from the 140-pound division at a catchweight of 155 or 152 or 151. You know what I'm saying? Like Humberto Soto, Berto, like, and then they were trying to build up this hype for like Jaime Munguia, Jesse Vargas, but then Jaime Munguia didn't even look good in his last fight. And then Dennis Hogan, out of nowhere, they say he beat him, and then the WBO or whatever belt he has, the WBO, they say they ain't giving him a rematch. I don't know. That looked kind of crazy. Ardmore, $2 super chat. He said DAZN is the XFL of boxing. I'm done. Y'all comparing it to some Vince McMahon shit. I heard the XFL coming back though. Oh no, bro. I'm just like, see, it's been successful. Like, is like, you got to look at it. Just look at the scope of things. Roberto, what up? Hey, que paso? You got to look at it. And then, I'm telling you, Triple G, he part of this. Because they could have had Triple G in there with somebody better. Like, listen, Triple G versus Andrade is the number one fight he should be fighting. He's saying he beat Canelo. He says, I beat him. I beat him. You know I beat him. I was robbed. And he's fighting a tune-up at a catchweight with a guy who's never fought 12-rounder. Come on, man. Then, like I said, look how they do the black fighters. Demetrius Andrade is fighting Mad Selesky at home, so he's at least getting a hometown fight. So a guy that's a good fighter, has some danger to him. You know, you can't just sleep on him and fall asleep at the wheel. And you're not going to get a lot of recognition for beating him. This is what they do. So Demetrius Andrade, undefeated, Olympian, and champion, he got to fight a guy who's dangerous that you can't fall asleep behind the wheel against because Selesky does come to fight, in the Jacobs fight and the Gabe Rosado fight. He knocked out Hugo Centeno. So we've seen him a couple of times in high-profile fights, right? So he comes to fight, and you won't ultimately get. Canelo just beat Jacobs. Jacobs beat Selesky, and then Gabe Rosado knocked down Selesky too. So basically, you're going to be in a quasi potentially tough fight for little accomplishment, even if you beat him. You see what I'm saying? You have to fight someone. Selesky is a good fighter, but he's not like a big name. He's not going to build up the fight. When I never even heard Selesky talk, I don't know if he know English or nothing. So you're not going to get a big build up unless it's all 100% Andrade. You know what I'm saying? And Andrade's going to have to promote the whole fight himself, fight in front of his crowd, and then ultimately he doesn't get a lot of credit because people say, oh, Jacobs already beat him. Gabe Rosado already knocked him down twice. So, it's not just about triangle theories, but I just don't see that as being the type of fight where everyone knows Andrade can scrap. Everyone knows he's a good fighter. What we don't know is how he would match up against the Jacobs, the Charlos, the Triple Gs, and the Canelos. The Top Gun. He needs to be fighting top shelf work because he's that good from what we've seen. You ain't no C+ fighter finna beat him. That's what it looks like. And it could happen, because it's boxing, if he just gets lulled to sleep by fighting these random ass guys, and then somebody just catches you or something, and then you have an off night or something. That's kind of what happens in boxing. You're not fighting rightful competition. You get lulled to sleep and underestimate someone and oh shit, damn, I didn't think this guy would come like this. So I think it's wrong. I think it's wrong what Dazon's doing for Andrade. He should have put him in there with Triple G. Shout out to Dre's Finest, $2 super chat. Good work, Ego. Here's another donation. Appreciate you all for donating. It's totally wrong. Make Triple G earn the Canelo rematch. Why is that so hard? He claimed, listen, real talk. Canelo got a better resume than Andrade. I know they have different styles, and I'm not talking about what happened if Canelo and Andrade fought. But as it sits, Canelo has a better resume. If Triple G is insisting that he beat Canelo twice, why can't he beat Andrade once? A guy with a far lesser resume, for obvious reasons. If you could beat a champion, a champion caliber, someone who's been a champion more times than Andrade, you could beat him twice according to you. Then why can't you beat Andrade once? Why can't you beat Charlo once? It don't make sense. So I feel DAZN is babying him in that regard. They don't want him to, because in their mind, they're trying to stay. It's like to me, it's lazy matchmaking. HBO and the world, we already seen 24 rounds of Canelo Golovkin. They think they're going to just go with what's already been done, and then, people will be satisfied with that at a cheaper price point. We're going to make a ton of money. Ha, ha, ha. Bro, I don't even want to see that. I literally, in my heart of all hearts, don't have much desire under these current terms to see Canelo Golovkin 3. I would so much rather see Canelo become undisputed, or at least attempt it by fighting Andrade, fight Charlo in Houston or Texas, anywhere, fight Triple G and Charlo, Triple G Andrade. Shout out to Kareem. Very good add-on. He said, plus him beating Andrade would be a high reward. Yeah, because he would get the respect of all boxing. Beating a guy that no one's ever heard of, again, Adama and Willie Monroe at the time, and Steve Rolls at a catchweight, that doesn't do anything. Old media is still stuck with this fascination that people just want to see knockouts and, it don't matter who's being knocked out. That's not the case, bro. This is still a sport. Why are people interested in the Warriors series? Because they're being pushed, 2-2 is getting crunch time. Someone's going to have to pull. That next game is pertinent. People don't want to just keep seeing Triple G knock out, that's your ass, Mr. Postman, John Witherspoons and shit. Block H fail. Block H fail. Fall. Yeah, you fail and you about to fall. Block him. Shoot the J. Shoot it. Bow. Oh my gosh. You see how easy I can spot the rat? Big kudos, Ego. That makes good sense to me. Damn is babysitting. Think about it, guys. It's true. It's you're trying to keep him warm in a minimal risk fight that he should win, because we don't know enough about Steve. Steve Rose is gonna have to come out like Rambo, or have some crazy chin and some level of skill he hasn't had to show, because he's never fought in a 12-rounder. Golovkin has fought in 12-rounders. He went the distance with Canelo twice and Jacobs, and that's recent. So we know Triple G has experience. He has power. So Steve Rose is going to have to show us some of them rolls, some cinnamon rolls. He's going to have to show us the apple fritter. He's going to have to do some different things in there if he expects to win this. And I just can't have no faith in that when I don't know enough about the fighter, And he's fighting at a catch weight. He's 35, never fought. He never fought in two 10-rounders. That's not a big ask at age 35. Like, you've been fighting for a decade and you've never fought a 12-rounder before? Never been scheduled for a 12-rounder? Never been scheduled for a 10-rounder? But Dazn, like I said, apple fritter. Man, I'm telling you, like, just a couple bear claws, maple bars. My shooter, can we get some claps for the shooters? They doing a crazy job, like crazy good. He's still a damn prospect. Man, Devin Haney said, I'm a fucking contender. So Devin Haney farther along at age 20 than what we know about Steve Rose. Teofimo is finna get a title shot. This Steve Rose never fought for a title. He never fought. He's 35, never fought for a title. Teofimo and people like that are finna fight for titles before him. Shakur Stevenson, I promise you, before Shakur Stevenson turns 35, I promise you he'll fight for a title. I'd respect the roll fight more if they just called it what it is. What are they supposed to call it? Roll bounce? Roll bounce. Fucking ludicrous. Roll out. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Roll out. There's nothing to call it. It's a cherry pick. Boom, boom. That's the only thing you can call it. Roll out. Boom, 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 boom. What in the world is in that bag? What you got in the bag? A couple of cans of whip ass. You did a good ass job of just eyeing me, spying me. Luda. Yeah, just call it that roll. Boom, boom, boom. Do, 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 do. Boom, boom. What do you say? What the world is in that bag? What you got in that bag? A couple of cans of whip ass. You did a good ass job of just eyeing me, spying me. Luda. That's what that is. Is something nobody requested. Yeah, I don't understand why John Skipper would approve that. Yeah, I'm a skipper, all right. I'm gonna skip that fight. Man, if I have anything to do, like if I have to do a physical, a checkup, and they say, hey, what day is he fight? And they say it coincides with the Triple G fight, I'm doing the doctor appointment. If I have anything to do, if a little cutie, a little hottie want to go on a date, want to get a paizuki or some shit, I'm going to that, bro. I swear to you, like, you got to put your foot down somewhere. If I have nothing to do, I'll sit there and watch it. But I might not, my plans, my social life will take precedence over that fight, because I give so much to this game, man. Like, I stay in on weekends and shit. Other people out doing shit. I'm up here. Nah, bro. If I have anything, if I got to go to the post office to get the passport updated photo, I'm doing that, bro. If Vada want to, blood drive or some shit, I'm doing that, bro. I am not prioritizing that fight over anything that may come up. Block Eric Corey. Gotta go. It's funny, this motherfucker came back 18 times and said blocking is for girls. So if blocking is for girls, what the fuck is a grown man coming back to my channel 18 times? What is that? So if what I'm doing is feminine, what the fuck is this stand behavior? If what I'm doing is feminine, having my shooters block you. Dear ego, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, pager, and my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters in autumn. You must not have got them. There probably was a problem at the post office or something. What's been up? Fuck it. How's your daughter? Listen, I'm about to be your daughter. I'm about to be your father. Guess what I'm going to call her? I'm going to name her. I just drank a fifth of vodka. Dare me to drive? You know that Phil Collins song, Through the Air of the Night, about the guy who could have saved the other guy from drowning and didn't? Then Eric Corey saw all of the concert and found it? Like, these motherfuckers, that could have been me, you, ego. We could have been together. Think about it. I hope you can't dream and you read about it. These motherfuckers is insane. Leave me alone. Could have been us, ego. Think about it. I don't care if you dream and want to live stream about it. Napkin. Fucking with napkin. Afghan. Smorgasbord like Harrison Ford and porn. I said Harrison Ford and a Porsche porn. I'm an abort. I'm an aborting with a spork. Like Harrison Ford and a Porsche and porn. That's a smorgasbord of I got bars, bro. I said Harrison Ford in the porn, aborting with a spork, spoon over spork. Fuck it, use a fork. That's a smorgasbord of porn on door. Let's get it, bro. These motherfuckers not fucking with what we doing. We got bars for them. Like Wu-Tang, cash rules. Fuck it, I'm nuts like cashews. Look at this new pair of shoes. Abracadabra, fuck it. Suck it. I don't give a fuck like Kirby Puckett, the bucket. Oh my gosh. I said like Kirby Puckett till I kick the bucket. I'm like fuck it. On that Tupac shit. I carry 2 Glocks in the Tupac. Oh my gosh. I said I'm on that Tupac shit. I carry 2 Glocks like Tupac did. With the 2 cops in the pot. Oh my God, let me stop. Shout out to my dude Nelson. This shit is child's play. Hey, Dazn, man, you gotta do something, baby. No, I don't. See, my thing is I don't freestyle. Like when I write songs, I basically freestyle, but it's not the same. Like I do like a Rain Man. Like I just listen to beat and I can come up with stuff in my head and then I'll get like the melody. But I don't just be like, I'm at the store in the cupboard, the fuck at the proper, and just keep going on like that. But that's kind of how I create music, is just doing that Rain Man, like hearing the beat and shit. I don't know. Y'all have to see the creative process. I might do a documentary like Fade to Black or something, so y'all see. He said, damn, it's already Wednesday. What the fuck? Where you live at? How's it Wednesday? What the fuck? This motherfucker on Saturn and shit. Where are you at where it's Wednesday right now? This motherfucker, god damn it, it's 2020 over here. Like, where do you live, sir? What time is it? Oh, it's like 12. Man, you made me think like you was this motherfucker on the leap year, quantum leap and shit. He's all in the future and shit. He's like, man, this Jared Hurd and Julian J. Rock Williams, some good ass shit. I'm like, how you watching this shit? Man, this is a good ass fight. Round 6 was crack. Hey, bro, this man got that Philly early access pass to Julian J. Rock Williams fights and shit. He talking about it's already Wednesday. I'm like, damn, I'm already missing fights and shit, bro. Shout out to Philly though. You heard? Hey, that patch clip was funny. He was like, yo, what the fuck you do to your hair? That's some nut ass shit. He said, well, patches. He's like, don't play me like that. Hey, that patch clip was funny. Who done fucked up your head? He said, who fucked up your head? Hey, Ock, that's some nut ass shit. that patches clip was so funny, bro. Shout out to Richard Lopez Boxing Gym in Manteca, California. Oh yeah, shout out to him. Is that where Nick Diaz trained? Nate Diaz? I think I went there. Shout out to that gym though. Shout out to Manteca. Ooh. Shout out to Montega, Jamaica. Rumple sees they dope with they barbecuing the ribs. Ooh. Woke up in the AM. Tossed up out of my cranium. Gotta take a shit. Took a dumb in the Mediterranean. Ooh. E40 water. Aye. He said Patch was about that action. Ooh, I said Patch was about that action. He was about to start clapping in the middle of the street. Creating an infraction in a faction. Chopping them down to a fraction. Ooh. Let's get it, bruh. Yeah, man, Dazn they gotta figure out these little hiccups. Usyk bicep and Joshua dance partner messed up. Kell Brook, so basically, he ain't fighting. Shout out to James Souza. They have been wild. That's because the Canelo fight. We got a lot of lunatics after that fight. Oh, fuck you, ego. Yeah. They be talking like Animal and Hawk from wrestling and shit. What a rush. These motherfuckers be going crazy over boxing. That's how Kell Brook be saying. Like, you pulling out a card, Kell Brook? You interview him. So basically, I'm not at mature weight and my fight with Sean Paul, basically, realistically. Motherfucker talking about some realistically, bro. What? My fight with Earl with the chocolate right hand brownie. I hit him. But I couldn't see with my eye. Realistically. That's that Sheffield. Brook Vargas was supposed to fight years ago when it actually made sense because Vargas was the WBO champion of the world. Man, who the fuck is Tron? Isn't that from Dave Chappelle? My dude name is Tron. Ain't that a movie? The futuristic movie? Hey, don't nobody fuck with Tron, huh? He from Philly and named Tron? Hey, bro. I ain't fucking with nobody named Tron, bro. You on some futuristic shit. They be pulling out gats from the future and shit. Like, oh shit. Tron got that laser gat that go around bullets. Bullets hit them corners and shit, bro. Hey, I ain't fucking with nobody named Tron, though. He said, I bought this baby cash. That's what I'm saying. Tron on that futuristic shit, you know what I'm saying? He said, I know what that Dave Chappelle. Yeah, he had a guy named Tron. Y'all tripping, dog. Y'all be tripping in these chats, bro. He said that's a futuristic gang member. Hell yeah, that motherfucker got boomerangs. He got like Batman weapons, the Batarang and shit. I am Tron. That shit, he throw that Batarang at your shit, you just start leaking. Remember Reggie Miller when he's looking at Spike Lee? That's how y'all gonna be like when Tron throw that batter that That bat ring at you. Oh my gosh. He said, I love that game. Yeah, Reggie Miller was getting off. Pause. It's cool when you could talk boxing with people who actually watch and follow boxing, like Ego in the Army. Until I found this channel, I haven't had that unless I'm talking to my dad or something. Ha ha ha. Shout out to James Souza. That's what we bringing it back to. Because these other dudes, these old media fucks, they just want to say a bunch of lunatic shit, bro. Oh, look at Wilder's leg. Like, they talk more about the fighter bodies and shit. Oh, you see Errol Spence's nipples. Look at Wilder's legs. Oh, look at those little baby calf legs. Like, why? What dude just be sizing up another dude like this, bro? Oh, Wilder's legs are too little for me. Fuck yeah. Oh, Errol Spence. Look at those nipples. Like, what? Hey, y'all wildin', bro. It's Ken Kniff from Connecticut. These dudes don't even be talking about boxing and shit. You see Canelo. I wonder if he has red underarm hair. Why did he shave? Like, what? Why are you worried about? Oh, Canelo. Like, these dudes be on some weird shit, bro. Like, I'd be fearful sometimes. You know? Because it's like, don't even feel like it's about boxing anymore. Like, I can't. Anytime I say something about Canelo, oh, you're mad because Canelo's cute. You're fucking ugly. You're an ugly son of a bitch, Ego. Like, god damn. Like, I said Canelo did good, motherfucker. What? Because I said he got tired. Oh, he didn't get tired. I'm tired of looking at your fucking ass. Ugly motherfucker. Like, they just be going off on me. And my shooters be letting it sometimes. They be letting them drill me. My shooters' response time got to improve because they be letting. There was this one dude, he was just going in. He was like, yeah, Ego, you a bitch. You bitch. Phil, fuck you. Hate you. Suck it. And I was like, god damn. And the shooters, they were in here. And they just let him. He was like assaulting me and cyberbullying me, all types of shit. I was like, damn, what's going on? Oh, fuck, look at Ego. Take off your glasses. Show us your eyes, Cyclops. I was like, oh, shit. Help. I had a rape whistle and all types of shit, bro. Like, I ain't never heard no dude tell another man to take off his glasses. Like, why don't y'all do that to fighters? They wear glasses, too. Why is it just me? Why I got to take my shit off? You know what I'm saying? Pause. But why I got to take this shit off? I seen Canelo interview and Danny Jacobs and Triple G. I had my glasses. You know, he wore glasses too. But I'm the only one that got to take my shit off. Why don't y'all do that? Go to Triple G after Canelo marked his face up and he had them glasses, them Ray-Bans on. Walk up to him and tell him to take off the glasses before he takes a picture with you and talk to you and all that. They do it to me. Ego, show us your eyes. Fuck your eyes. They just be saying that it look like two boiled eggs cut in half. You little bitch. Eggs Benedict, bitch. Stupid motherfucker. Yeah, they be trying to cyberbully me. What the fuck? I didn't even do nothing. I'm just trying to talk boxing, man. Somebody said, haha, looking at you like the principal from Billy Madison. I almost spit my drink out, bro. Stop talking about Billy Madison. That I know what you're talking about. He was tripping. Remember when Steve Buscemi had that hit list and then like Billy Madison apologized? So he crossed him off the list and he started putting that lipstick on. And he was like this. Like, I'll just cross him off the list now. He finally apologized. Oh, Mr. Penguin, come back to the zoo. They'll treat you real respectable like. No more gibberish today, Billy. Veronica want to touch the hiney. Oh, shampoo is better. Oh, conditioner. Yo. Yeah, some Billy Madison shit, bro. In real life, they never approach ego. Bro. Stop talking about Paul Bearer. Shout out to Thomas. He said he subscribed. Shout out to Roberto. Nudie Magazine Day. These dudes is retarded, bro. Shout out to Thomas. He said the Boxing Voice and Ego are my favorite boxing channels. Salute, man. We just trying to bring boxing back. Have a little fun. You know, got old media on the run. Take off your fucking glasses, Ego. Let me see your eyes. Sick of this bullshit. You motherfucker. They always be talking shit, especially after fights. They said they gonna tell me, oh, you said Errol Spence he was gonna beat Mikey Garcia, and I said yeah, I said that, and they said watch after the fight, AT&T Park, you gonna have to close your channel. I said what? I gotta close my channel? Okay, we gonna find out. Fight's coming up. Errol Spence he dominated. He won every single round. My channel's still up. What can I say? Like I said before, they said I gotta switch my channel after Mikey Garcia beats the overrate. See, all the shit y'all be saying don't come true. They know not to step to Ego. They seen that video of Ego in the security guard. Oh, bro. See, I got a good. I could. When I was younger, my temper wasn't as good, but you know, I don't be trying to walk around no tough guy. I'll body that security guard. Bro, if you was there in the Staples Center doing way too much, like I was talking to Wilder, like Wilder know who I am and shit, bro. And he was like, back, bro. You better get your little Mighty Max ass off me. Like I don't like when people touch me, bro. Don't touch me. He was like, back up. Like I'm about to rob Wilder. This motherfucker knock everybody out in this hallway. He can handle himself. Get the fuck back. Start touching me and shit. Damn, I seen your stream on the Dazn curse and saw Usyk fight got postponed from a bicep injury. Bro, Kell Brook he was supposed to be on the Joshua card. His fight got pulled off. I don't know what's going on with these Dazn cards. That's what I'm saying. This is the Dazn curse. Look. Kell Brook set to withdraw from Anthony Joshua undercard on June 1st. So Usyk, Kell Brook, you know, their fights are not happening next at the date they're supposed to happen. And Devin Haney. And Devin Haney. He don't get his title shot as we all thought he was going to get. So, you know, they're going to have to figure out these hiccups. I'm done with L Flowers' comment. They mad too because new media, we just taking over. We just having fun with the game. They want to be a part of it, but they don't have the they don't have the boxing conversation like us to be a part of it. They always get blocked because they saying stupid shit, bro. And you know what the funny thing is? All the stuff they say and they condemn me when I say it, right? They say, oh, Ego's stupid and Canelo dominated Jacobs. And I'm like, nah, it wasn't a domination. He started off dominating, but then, you know, he fizzled out. And these types of things, they always say everything about me, and then I'm always vindicated. Every time. Like, always vindicated. Look, I'm going to show y'all. Y'all going to get this work. Okay. Watch. Y'all get this fucking work, B. This is so fun. Look. Look at what this article from ESPN says. What makes Canelo one of the best? He wins even when he's not at his best. Right? Look. This is an ESPN article. What makes Canelo one of the best? He wins even when he's not at his best. That's what they said. Dan Rayford, I've told you, new media. Look, it's a measure of a top fighter when he can win against high caliber, quality opponent and do so without controversy on a night when he is perhaps not at his very best. That's the opening argument for what don't you guys get? What don't you get? New media, we control the narrative. The only people, listen, get with it or get lost. I'm telling you, the only people who are saying that all times, I'm not saying every single thing, but on the major issues, the only people saying the opposite are getting blown out of the water. You even have people who have historically wrote old media type articles and they're saying stuff like that. Why would Dan Rayfield say Canelo got the job done even on a night where he probably wasn't his best? But then y'all telling me Canelo dominated throughout the fight. And I'm like, nah, I didn't see a domination. He started off really sharp, but he fizzled out when he got tired. And then Jacobs came alive. That wasn't good enough for people. I always get vindicated. Every single time. Every single time. Why was he not at his best? Did you see the middle rounds? That wasn't his sharpest performance. Like I said, that wasn't like Angulo. He beat the brakes off of Angulo. He wasn't landing like that because styles make fights. You know, because Jacobs is of a higher caliber. See, but this is the difference. Canelo is good. Mayweather is great. Mayweather made other perceived greats look not so great. Errol Spence just did that with Mikey too. We've seen greatness with Mikey Garcia, and Errol Spence had a little bit too easy of a time with Mikey. You know, I picked Errol to win, but I didn't know he was going to win every single round because Mikey has a good jab, comes from a fight family, been fighting, has heart, you know, has a chin, as he showed. That's what I'm saying. Mayweather is another level, and people maybe just now appreciating it. He's another level because he took guys that we know have greatness or are in competitive fights and made it look. Even Keith Thurman. Tell me I'm lying. Watch Mayweather versus Robert Guerrero and then watch Keith Thurman fight Robert Guerrero, who had already lost to Mayweather. And Keith Thurman knocked down Guerrero, and then the very next round, he lost the round because Guerrero got back up. Guerrero was almost knocked out. It was a good strong punch. But Guerrero showed heart, got back up, and gave Keith Thurman some issue. People forget about that. Mayweather had an easy time with Guerrero. It was hitting him with all types of rights. Southpaw, hitting him with that right. Perfect. What a beaut. Canelo looked like dog shit versus Mayweather. Ricky Hatton couldn't do anything. He did enough to beat, you know, Paulie Malignaggi and Costa Zoo and all that. He wasn't fucking with Mayweather. Mayweather be having an easy time. Canelo don't be having no easy time. Like, I guess, let me say it like this. He don't have an easy time with the better names. The better names he's fought. I've seen Mayweather have a fairly easy time with better names he fought. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, Mayweather fights are like, they're very easy. If you ain't done shit past the fourth round, you're definitely losing. Everybody's best work has been with Mayweather primarily in the first half of the fight. Primarily. DeMarcus Corley, Maidana won, Castillo, you know. Anybody that gave Mayweather some issues, Zab, it was primarily in the first couple of rounds or the first half of the fight. Canelo looked sensational in the first half of the fight and then fizzled out, and his performance was just like meh towards the end. The end was both guys were exasperated and all that, but I'm talking about the middle. That's something Canelo. That's a mentality. Canelo has to get out of that. Andre Ward closes fights strong. As the Kovalev 2 fight wore on, he started beating the fuck out of Kovalev. I was there. Same thing with the Kovalev the first fight. He got dropped and did better in the second half of the fight. That's that championship extra grit and drive. And I'm not saying Canelo doesn't have that place in him. I don't know. But I would like to see it more often. I would like to see it more often. Because he's a terrific fighter, but the same thing happened in the Jacobs fight happened with the Triple G fight. He had Triple G looking wilted for the whole first half of the fight. And then Triple G took a little stand at the end. Canelo's stamina not set up like that. Yeah, he wasn't ready. The way my cardio set up, like he just wasn't, it didn't look the same as the first half. He started to lose form. He got to work on that. Mayweather don't lose form. Mayweather gets stronger. Mayweather hurt Berto in the final round. Mayweather hurt Cotto in the final round. Mayweather stopped Hatton late. You know, Mayweather started hurting in the second fight, Maidana to the body. These are all facts. Mayweather did way better and closed the show with De La Hoya when De La Hoya won some of them early rounds. Canelo gotta fix his game. I don't know if he's putting too much I don't know if he's doing road work, if his knee bothering him, if he's putting too much conviction into each punch and he's too tired. But he has to, because Charlo and Andrade, they went 12. Andrade, we know he can go 12. He stopped Willie Monroe in the final round, if I'm not mistaken. And then also, what's it called? Charlo I was at the fight. He nearly knocked out Matt Korobov in the final round, and Korobov had been pretty tricky throughout the fight. And Charlo still showed enough resolve to still be in there mentally after his brother just lost. You know, a lot of people said it was a robbery, but his brother lost, and he still almost got something done. And he won round 12 big by almost stopping Korobov. Canelo got to work on that. Canelo has heart, though. I will say that, because he was tired, and he still was trying to throw some punches. But he needs to pace himself different or something. Like, instead of trying to look so like sharp, leverage it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have to take your punch count from 100 to 70 per round, so you have 30 more punches in other rounds, do that. And if he picks his spots more, he might have been able to do more damage on Jacobs, you know, instead of like going gung-ho. Yeah, Canelo was slowing down for sure in the second half. And see, to me, I said this in my fight assessment before the fight. I didn't do an actual prediction, but I said this. I said Jacobs won't win versus Canelo if he has a performance kind of like the Derevyanchenko-Selesky, where he leaves it up to interpretation. Exactly what happened. He kind of left it up. He started coming on, but a little too late against the A-side and celebrity star like Canelo. You knew they weren't going to give you that. So he had to get some serious things done. I told you he got to get respect early, and I don't think he did that. He had that slow start, and, you know, that did him in. But Canelo started to slow down. If he would have banked some earlier rounds, then it would have really been controversial. But he let Canelo pretty much win most of the early rounds. And even the rounds that you could have gave Jacobs, like I gave Jacobs 1 and 3, it wasn't a hardcore 1 and 3. Like, oh, no way anybody else won this round. You know what I'm saying? It was like he won the round from what I seen. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like a firm, like, there's no way Canelo won round 1. Like, he didn't put that type of, like, stamp on the round. Do you get what I'm saying? Why y'all arguing with the fake account, bro? Please stop. Just stop arguing with the fake account. Let them just see, right when I said it. Jose. Shout out to James. Yeah, man, these dudes just whatever. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Canelo started off really pretty sharp, but he fizzled out, and then that allowed Jacobs back in the fight. It's the same. See, and this is the thing, and this is a temperament thing. Same with Juan Francisco Estrada. He looked great versus Sor Rungvisai in the rematch early, but then he slowed down and started started fighting at a weird dogfight pace that suited the wild man Rungvisai. Makes no sense to do that. These fighters got to get smart. See, Canelo, people can't be fighting for crowds and shit like that, because your performance will be even more impressive if you have a flawless performance. You open yourself up for criticism. So like that's the thing with Mayweather. Majority of his performances were irrefutable. You can't really make a solid argument and say Robert Guerrero beat him, Canelo really beat him. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao really beat him. Like, these arguments sound ridiculous. Canelo could have those types of performances or put more of a stamp on it, but he has to be smart about it. And I don't think he burned himself out trying to. How did you not learn from the Golovkin fight? It was literally the same thing. I told you. Canelo fight. I've always noticed this with Canelo fights in spurts. He did it with Shane Mosley. Shout out to Thomas Delorme. No, I'm not even talking about you. I'm talking. There was a fake Tyson Fury anyway. No, that's cool. What's up, Thomas Delorme? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking to another person anyway. There's another person saying he was Tyson Fury. But yeah, I think DAZN, they got to figure out these things. They got to figure out these little mishaps that keep happening with their cards. They really do. Their cards, like the card that was intended, needs to stick together, you know. Yeah, Canelo always fights in spurts. Watch his old fight. I've studied this game, man. He did it in the Shane Mosley fight. He was looking crazy. He was looking crazy good. And then out of nowhere, he just like tapered off. I don't think he can operate at that pace. And he has all this money and all these eyes and attention on him. And now I think he's trying to push himself and push more out of himself. But it's the same thing. I don't know what it is with their training. I don't know if he doesn't like road work or if he can't do it. I don't know. But he doesn't have the lungs to fight at that capacity and continue to look the same. He's fighting in spurts, halves and stuff. Like, I want to see, like, you don't think Errol Spence was tired from hitting Mikey Garcia and he didn't go anywhere? Of course he was. Because it don't matter how good condition you are, you have to maintain that. Errol Spence did a good job. Who did a better job of keeping the same type of energy and performance that they had early versus late? Errol Spence, Mikey Garcia, or Canelo versus Jacobs? Canelo versus Triple G? Terrence Crawford versus Jose Benavidez, or, you know, Canelo versus Triple G 2. The only rounds Triple G won were in the back half, like where he won clean. And that's because Canelo fades, and he has to figure that out. Yeah, the Lotta fight, you know, fought in spots. He wasn't just like the way he was throwing body shots late and shit, or in the middle. He wasn't doing that in the first couple rounds like that. So he has to have more well-balanced, well-seasoned performances at this age. Spence, clearly. And I know he had to be tired. A guy's nonstop trying, and you keep hitting him in the head and they're not going anywhere. You know, that could be discouraging. But Spence bit down, kept doing what he had to do. And it's like, here's an analogy for you guys. It's like a convection oven, you know, a convection oven or a convection microwave. You make a TV dinner. You ever get a TV dinner and then you heat it up for the time it says, 6 minutes, and then take it out and stir it and then put it in for another 6 minutes. And then you start eating the little turkey Hungry Man or whatever. And the top piece is cool. And you get to the mashed potatoes and it's still cold in the center. You know what I'm saying? Or you get to a piece of meat and it didn't cook evenly. Like a convection oven is supposed to help it cook evenly, right? And that's why they have those turntables. So Canelo, some of his better names, they're not convection oven type of performances where it's like cooking evenly. He looking splendid and excellent in the first half, and then it's just like, Then he shows you enough heart. Okay, he won. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. It's not. It's like that. The mashed potatoes are still cold, but it has the appearance of the meal is hot, but the mashed potatoes are still a little bit cold in the center. You get what I'm saying? So Canelo has to figure out a way to bridge that gap and make his performances look more easy, or like more even, cook evenly. That's what he needs to work on. If you look at Errol Spence in round 1 to round 12, he's doing a lot of the similar stuff throughout the fight. Like round 9 was Errol Spence's best round through Mikey Garcia. So that's late in the fight. That's the back half of the fight. Round 9, Canelo was getting bombed on by Jacobs and trying to roll with the punch a little bit, but he's getting hit with clubbing shit that he didn't look like that. His defense looked sharp as fuck. So why are you getting hit with shit like that? I know you naturally fatigued, you're a little bit tired, but you got to balance that out a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I think that's the biggest concern. How he looks so sharp and defensively responsible and aware and shit. And then round 9, Jacobs is just stepping forward and bow, and Canelo's getting hit with that. I don't like that. Obviously, he has it within him to not get hit with that type of shit because he didn't in the first half. So he has to make his performances cook evenly. That's my only criticism of Canelo. He fights in spurts, and if it goes the long haul, especially against a bigger man, that's why I don't want to hear about Canelo fighting at 75. He has much more to prove. Even the Caleb Smith fight is dangerous. Because if he hasn't discouraged Caleb Smith, you're talking about big guys. Like these guys are big. It don't matter if Canelo has more skill. Big negates skill. Or it could. Not will, but it can. That's my time, people. Let me know what you guys think. We working.